guys, hope you're going well. Last night I watched the pilot episode for Guillermo Del Toro's new horror drama TV series called The Strain on FX. I was really looking forward to this. I saw like lots of posters and marketing for this TV show. Very distinctive posters. They're the ones with the eye, like a woman's eye looking upwards, kind of bloodshot looking with a wormy thing coming under the skin poking out the eyeball, so it's definitely got my attention. I do like Guillermo Del Toro. Well, actually I'm personally actually kind of mixed on his work. Pan's Labyrinth, which is his Spanish language fantasy film, is one of my all-time favorite fantasy films, only second to Lord of the Rings, but absolutely adore that film. And then he did English language films like Hellboy and Pacific Rim, which were kind of okay, but didn't really stand out in my mind as anything like super special. I have a few mixed feelings about the pilot. I mean, it's hard to get like a well-rounded impression of an entire series just from the first episode. The first episode is usually just to take your hand and lead you into what the series is about, give you a bit of a breakdown. It's usually to lead you into the catalyst of what sets the entire series off. So, I mean, you can't judge the entire series on the first episode. It's just like a teaser, I guess. But I do have very distinct impressions of what I do like and what I don't like very, very distinct. To break it down and make it really, really simple, I love the horror elements, I love the suspense, the idea of the monsters. I was definitely like biting my nails as I was watching this. There were some very big suspenseful moments that I thought were built up really well. Some great scary horror type things that happened, especially in the later part of the pilot episode, which totally scared me and I really enjoyed. The things that I did not like were the dialogue. I thought the dialogue and the acting style of some of the supporting characters was really overdone and quite clunky. So what's going on is this giant ass plane has come in from Berlin to JFK airport and has landed on the tarmac and gone completely dead, gone radio silent. There is no communication from within the plane, so they can only assume that something really terrible has happened to all those on board inside the plane. And of course everybody's there on the scene, the police, I don't know, the FBI, everybody's there, but who goes into the plane first, who is first on the scene, are the people from the CDC. It is like the Center for Disease Control, I think, or something, and that is headed by Dr. Ephraim Goodweather, who is our central character, and his name is shortened to F. F and another woman from his team are the first to go in the plane, whereby they find that all the passengers, most of the passengers, are deceased. So they're trying to figure out what is going on, and that is a really scary moment for me in this dark plane, on all the passengers sitting on their seats very peacefully but dead, and it is pretty freaky, I've got to say. I was expecting a monster to jump out of the shadows at any point. This is a moment where F is touching the skin of one of the passengers to see what the skin is like. They're trying to determine the cause of death, and of course they're all suited up in their hazmat suits as well, and he touches the skin around the eye of this little girl, and as he pulls the skin down, he lets it go and sees it very slowly, the elasticity, pull the skin from around the eye back up to the socket, and it is so ill and creepy and yuck and sad all at the same time because it's this little girl, and I really liked that scene. It all starts to really happen when the bodies are taken off the plane in their body bags, and the plane is sort of strip searched and everything, and they come across this wooden box with ancient skull creepy carvings on the outside, and it looks like it could be a giant coffin. And when they open it, they just casually open it, and it's filled with soil and looks like it has a latch that can be opened from the inside. So that is the first major clue there. I like how they are approaching this story, that it is inferred that there is a vampire cult, faction, uprising, whatever sort of on the scenes of this story, operating in New York, and the arrival of this coffin is like significant to this vampire type cause. It's all obviously shrouded in a lot of mystery that they're going to go and uncover as the rest of the series goes, I guess. But I like how it's not bleedingly obvious, and it's certainly not until the latter part of the pilot episode that is even revealed. As for F, our hero character, I'm not sure that I'm 100% sold on him yet. They've given him this weird milk drinking quirk where he likes to drink milk out of a carton while he's thinking, and they've given him these like really opposing characteristics. On the one hand, he's quite tall, good looking, confident. He obviously has a way with women because he's having a relationship with one of the women in his team. And then on the other hand, they've made him bumbling and goofy, like I said, with the milk quirk, and then twice he wasn't able to tie his own tie. It's like, oh, gotta give him some gags so he's a real person, so he's relatable to the audience. He just seemed a little bit superficial from the outside, and that they've given him these weird little quips and quirks and funny, you know, eccentricities that he does just to make him kind of cool. But I don't know, it just seemed a little bit forced. On that note as well, I think it's very cool the way they are approaching this vampirism, in a sense that it is a virus or like a disease that can be spread and infectious throughout the human race. So it's very much a threat to humanity. It's not just these predators picking off stray humans that need to be stopped. It's something that could very easily become like a worldwide epidemic, and so the stakes feel a lot higher in that. Can you guys hear that leaf blower? It literally just started up outside my window and I'm gonna get really annoyed. Okay, I don't think it's gonna stop anytime soon, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm glad I didn't really get into anything spoilery, because if you haven't seen the pilot episode and are interested in seeing it, if you're interested in the series at all but are not sure whether or not it's something that is for you, then hopefully this video has helped you a little bit. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Please let me know, because whether or not, like, what you say will determine whether or not I continue watching, reviewing the series and recapping as we go week by week. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it as always. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!